What is up YouTube, this is your boy Praveen and welcome to a brand new Roblox gameplay video. Well, this game's name is Doodle World and it is newly released like few minutes back. That is awesome. This is developed by the former developer of Project Pokemon WishZ, and this game is also similar to that of Project Pokemon where you need to capture doodles. Here we call them doodles instead of Pokemon, so that's the only change. As you can see, this is the first starter we loaded up and I'm going to showcase you what it is. So the 4 stars you're seeing below the image of the doodle is represents the IVs of the doodle. I mean, it is similar to that of IVs in Project Pokemon, 1 being the lowest star and 6 being the highest star for any given doodle. And this pub key is of type ice, and you can also rename the doodle if you want. Now moving on to stats page, you can see my doodle is having 2 red stats, which means that doodle is having -10 in those 2 stats, attack and magical attack. And if I see the trait of my doodle, which is rush, this doodle has an increased speed stat in battle. So for this ability, yes, it is an ability, right? Yep, trait is ability. So for this ability, if I have blue in speed and red in magical attack, that would be nice. That would make it a physical attacker, because the other colors for the stats are blue, which is +10, red, which is -10, orange, which is -5, and green, which is +5. For any given doodle, you will be having the combination of those 4 colors, and a given doodle will have only 2 of those. Now moving on to the moves, you can see bite and howl are the starter moves, and the other move is learned by leveling up. Now moving on to the second starter doodle is Vipe Ember. You can see this one looks so awesome. Let me open up the menu, go to party and check the stats of this doodle also. That is awesome. As you can see, this doodle is also having 4 stars similar to the top upski, which means it is having proper IVs. I mean, not proper IVs, but maximum up to max IVs. Now that's being said, moving on to the stats, you can see it is having blue in attack, which means it is +10, and red in defense, which means -10. So yep, that is awesome. Now moving on to the trait or the ability, which when this doodle uses a fire type attack, they have a chance to boost their magical attack. So if instead of having blue in attack, if I had blue in magical attack, then that would suit the ability because it is increasing magical attack, right? And also if I look at the base stats, magical attack is more than attack. So if I had blue in magical attack, then that would make it a special attacker Lumion. And you can see the defense also is awesome. Magical defense is also awesome. So I can put a magical attack and magical defense. I can train this doodle in these 2 stats. That would be awesome. Now moving on to moves, you can see Firebolt, Smoke Screen and Wrap are the 3 moves that my doodle learned at this stage of. And you cannot trade your starter doodles. You will be knowing that once you are trying to pick your starter doodle. And now moving on to the next doodle, which is, here we go. The one is Stabolt. This is a spark type doodle, which is similar to that of electric, and this doodle is also having 4 stars. That is awesome. And you can see the stats in this doodle. Health is green, which means it is having +5, and speed is red, which means it is having -10, and the trait is light footed, which means this doodle speed can't be lowered. If this doodle speed would be lowered, boost their speed instead. So instead of decreasing their speed, it will increase its speed. So if I had blue or green in speed, that would make this doodle even more speedier or faster than the other doodles. That would be awesome, right? But yeah, what can we say? This is how it is randomly generated, so that's what I got while showcasing this video. So now you can see the moves in here, right? Swipe, Squeak, Shock are the moves that this doodle learned while it was leveling up to level 7. So now moving on to the next doodle, let me stop it over here. Now moving on to the last doodle or last starter doodle. This is monkey type doodle. Let me go to the menu. The name is Crappy of this doodle, and this doodle is having only 3 stars, which means it is not having that much max IVs compared to the other doodles that I showed earlier in the video. So moving on to stats page, you can see my doodle is having attack in green color and magical attack in blue color, which means plus 10 in magical attack and plus 5 in attack. And the ability of my doodle is restless, which means this doodle cannot fall asleep. So no matter if you use a move called sleep on this doodle, it will not affect this doodle or it will not fall asleep. So that is awesome ability of this doodle. And this doodle is of type earth, and the moves are swipe, squeak and pebble at the level of 7. So that's all for this video, guys. Hope this guide video helped you all, and you can choose your starter doodle now based upon the guides or based upon the stats or based on the looks. So see you all in next videos. Until then, this is your boy Praveen signing off. Bye bye all.